Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if it's your first time clicking one of my videos. If this is your first time seeing my face, hello, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Lily. So today's video, as you can see on the title, I'm going to read a letter that I wrote to myself from the past. So on the letter, as you can see, I wrote this letter on June 18, 2024. And today is December 26th. It was supposed to be open by December 25. And unfortunately, yesterday I was busy and I wasn't able to open it. And I wanted to do a video about it because I want to reflect on how the year has changed throughout this past half and a year. And when I was writing this letter, I was living in the US. So life was so different. And I wanted to see how when I was writing this letter, where I was mentally and where I am currently. And it's crazy because when I was writing this letter, I was living in the US, Atlanta, and I never have imagined that I would have moved, living in Ethiopia with my families, that all these things that has changed in my life will. And I never really thought that the trajectory of my life would have been this way. And I think it's a good way to reflect on yourself, because what you imagined and what God has decreed for you is very different. And I think it's really important to reflect on the things that God plans better than we do, and how different it may be, and how still I am satisfied with the way that things are. So without a lot of yappa, we're gonna go into the video. So first of all, I want to say, regardless of what I wrote, I wanted to say that I am really grateful for whatever that has happened, even though things are not probably going to be the same thing that I have imagined when I wrote this letter. I think I am going to be looking forward to all the change that has happened in my life. So, okay, I had to be more graceful, but whatever. So I wrote it in this little cute card, and then this is the letter, so I'm gonna read it to you guys. So it says, "Dear Lily, when I am writing this, I am sitting on my bed in Atlanta at Midtown at 10:44 p.m. Your life feels like a blur right now, but it's temporary. You feel lost because you don't have your emotions no more. But it's normal, you'll recover from this, I promise." Which is true, that I am. But it's normal, you'll recover from this, and I promise, and you'll do amazing things by the time you're reading this. A few things has happened. You probably moved back to Ethiopia or got married. Your life will be filled with hopes and dreams. I will have a work that I enjoy and enroll in school to be a therapist. I tried to enroll in school, but actually something has happened. I will go in depth with it, but okay, so I will enroll in a school to be a therapist. I will accomplish a lot of things. I'll be consistent on TikTok and gather a huge following, get closer to my dean. I will also save up to 10K in my bank account and have a driver license, and will be able to drive anywhere. I'm super proud of you, Lily. You're an amazing person in and out, and I'm so grateful to be you and for having such a strength and perseverance. You have no idea how you're going to change the world now, but you're going to do amazing things that will move people's hearts. This is so cute. So I'll tell you guys all the things that I have and have not accomplished that I thought I would on here. So some of the things I've mentioned. So by the time I was writing this, I thought to myself that I have moved back to Ethiopia. I was actually right. I moved back to Ethiopia. I haven't gotten married, but I actually have a job that I enjoy, which is a huge deal. And it says that I will be closer to my deal, which is true. I think I have been very, very close to my dean compared to all the years that I have been, and I think I'm so grateful for that as well. I also have saved money, and I also got my driver license. I know I got my driver license so late in the game, but you know what matters is that I got my license anyway. and I will be able to drive anywhere. That's also true. I haven't enrolled to be a therapist, but I enrolled to a master's program and I got accepted. The only problem that I had is here in Ethiopia, you have to have a credential stamped on there to authenticate the degree, and I didn't know anything about that. And when I went and I passed the entrance exam, accepted to the program, they asked me to get the degree authenticated, and they said I have to get a stamp from the US Education Center and also the Embassy of Ethiopia that's located in the US. And by that time, I honestly was doing and dealing with a lot of other stuff, and I felt maybe it's not really the time for me to deal with all of that. So even though I entered the program, I'm just gonna delay it. I was gonna do international business, but I think now I'm gonna take a little more time to figure out really what I want, so I wouldn't waste 2 years of my time and go to school and be committed to it. So right now I'm gonna focus on consistently posting on YouTube and on social medias, creating my art. I think it's been such a long time since I was doing my hobbies the way that I used to, which I feel like I should have done more of, and I think that's what I'm learning this year, and that's what I'm going to be dedicating 2026 for. So after reading this, I think the best way to start the year is to start a new series for 2026 called the Inner Work series. So this series is going to be dedicated on improving your inner self. It's going to be 52 weeks of inner work. So every week there's going to be a specific thing that I'm going to be focusing on myself to better myself. So it could be something spiritual, it could be something physical, it could be something mental, what do you say, like something that's help you spiritually, spiritually, mentally, I don't know why I got, anyway, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I think it's going to be a way to hold myself accountable, because it's so much easier to do things with other people as opposed to doing it yourself. And sometimes you set goals for yourself and you say, oh, it's only me, so nobody would know that even if I don't do it, nobody will hold me accountable, whatever. So I'm not going to fall for that. Right now I'm going to dedicate on posting on videos so that I can consistently get accountability from other people as well. And the other thing is I also enrolled in therapy again. I know that therapy helps a lot. I recommend to every person that comes to do therapy at least once in their lifetime. I've done it 2 times, and let me tell you guys, it has changed my life tremendously. I've never gone back to therapy for the same things. Those things are all over and I recovered. I always come for new things, learning new things about myself. And it's honestly just having a conversation with another professional. So I think that I'm going to also share some things that I learned from there that would potentially help you guys as well. So that is all for today's video. I'm going to keep it a little bit short just because this was what I wanted to tell you guys. And for the next videos, it's going to be the beginning of the 52-week inner work series. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos that I'm going to do. And if you guys want to grow, learn, and be better, then this is definitely a place for you to be. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.